everybody, welcome to another video. All I'm going to do here is, now I can't show you the entire time lapse of the shell of an egg dissolving in acid because it takes way too long and my phone would have to be recording for about 2 to 3 straight days. So I'm going to record for a while. I'm just going to fast forward it after I show you what's reacting. And then I'm going to basically just fast forward to 3 days from now to show you what's going on. So this is an egg, okay, exciting. What I want to do is basically put an egg in my little cup here. There we go. And I want to react the shell with some vinegar. Okay, so I just got some regular straight up vinegar. Vinegar is acetic acid. So acetic acid is going to react with the calcium carbonates in the eggshell, and it's going to get rid of the carbonate. So it's going to basically create water, carbon dioxide, and then some kind of salt, which will be part of your homework. All right. So all I'm going to do is basically pour some of the vinegar over the egg, just enough to cover it. There we go. So you can definitely see in there that the egg is submerged. Okay. I want to show, actually you can see right now, you can see the bubbles. So the calcium carbonate is actually reacting with the acetic acid to create some CO2. I mean, CO2 really doesn't have a smell. Right now it just smells like vinegar. So I'm gonna let this sit for a while, all right? And I am going to fast forward. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably let it sit for me like an hour on this video, then I'm gonna stop, and then I'll pretty much just like time travel to 3 days from now. Hey everybody, so this is the egg that was in the vinegar. It's been in there for about 3 days. Alright, I added a little more vinegar kind of as the days have gone on. You can see there's still some bubbles there. So I'm going to pour it out in my little cup here. Uh-oh. It's stuck. Uh-oh. Ah, there it goes. Jesus. Whoops. Ugh. So you can see it took a while to get out. But I have this weird, it's just like the membrane of the egg. It's mushy. I mean, you can see me, uh-oh. Jeez. Kind of see me squeezing the actual egg here. The top part's a little hard though, just because I didn't have the vinegar at times wasn't like at the top of the cup. So the bottom is, I mean, pretty squishy though. The whole thing is pretty squishy. There's little parts kind of coming off, but it is, I mean, the whole thing is squished. You can definitely see. So yeah, now if I had it in there longer, and if I had, actually you can see part of the shell actually came off, and I want to show that part. Now, if I left it in there longer, and if I kept, if I had more vinegar in, and I kept pouring fresh vinegar in, it would have gone a little faster. But I only had this many, days to do it. So if I just, I'll do a time lapse of me peeling some of this off. Yeah, you can see that the vinegar did react with it. Just probably need a little more time, but I don't have more time. So yeah, that's the egg and the vinegar, and if I poke it a little bit, it should pop. I mean, the little membrane should come out. Ugh. The membrane should come out. I'm gonna have the membrane here. The actual egg comes out. So yeah, here we go. And I'm left with this, which is just the membrane, all the extra stuff. Lovely. Reaction between zinc and vinegar. So again, if you get a new penny, by new I mean anything past like 1982, and if you actually score it, if you get rid of some of the copper coating, like if you can see up close, I know the doesn't really focus that well. I got rid of at least part of the copper coating on the tail side of this penny. I scratched it a bunch of times. So I got rid of some of the coating, and so what I want to do is put some vinegar in there. And again, let it sit for a while. I'm going to show kind of a time lapse, and we'll see if my phone actually has it recording for a long time. So I just want to pour some vinegar in here in my cylinder. Let's see. There we go. And I want to let that sit, there we go, for a long time. So again, what should happen is that the acid in the vinegar should react with the zinc in the or inside the penny. Okay. And eventually, hopefully, all the zinc reacts, and you should be left with just the copper coating. That's again what I'm hoping happens. So we'll see. All right, this is the penny in the acid or the vinegar after a few days. I'm just gonna pour it out and see what I get. Okay, there it goes. All right, so here's what we're left with. So you can see that I had the scratch marks pretty much all over, but there is a hole. There's a small hole. You can definitely see it's dark, where the vinegar actually ate away the zinc. So you can actually see it there. Now again, if you look back at one of the previous videos, you actually saw that the metal was visible. It was on the outside. So the vinegar ate it away. It took a while, because again, vinegar isn't too strong or too concentrated, but there is a little hole in there, which is nice. So you can see me kind of scrape away the some of that copper coating with I guess got a paper clip here. So yeah, some of the coating, I can even get more of it off, and if I wanted to, I could react it in some stronger acid to make the more of the zinc react away. So I might do that. I don't know. Why not? So yeah, a lot of that coating. It's like a very thin copper coating on these newer pennies. All right, cool.